Immediately after Arvind Kejriwal was arrested, his party leaders, but naturally, came out in his support. But while doing so, they made it very clear that there was no question of him resigning as chief minister. Atishimala, Saurabh Bharadwaj, all of them went on record to say that he's going to continue as the chief minister from inside the jail or wherever in custody, and he is going to be running his office as a CM. Well, this has now thrown up a huge controversy and debate whether it's really possible. If you remember, when Lalu Prasad Yadav was a sitting CM and he was arrested, he had resigned as the chief minister. Rabri Devi was made the CM in his place. Similarly was the case about Hemant Soren when just before his arrest was announced officially, he had stepped down as the chief minister of Jharkhand. So why should the rules be different in the case of Arvind Kejriwal is what the BJP is asking. In fact, top sources are saying that if you go through the rules of the manual, of the jail manual, especially rule 1349, it makes it very clear about the do's and don'ts as far as under trial prisoners are concerned. You cannot have access to files, you cannot read the files, you cannot sign them, you cannot make phone calls, and don't even hold meetings. Remember, in the case of Satinder Jain, there was so much of hue and cry when there was CCTV evidence to show that he was enjoying certain facilities while inside jail. So after that, there has been huge amount of scanner, especially on high profile prisoners, on whether they are privileged, whether they're getting special facilities and given concessions which other prisoners even under trials are not given. So if you listen to these sources, according to them, there's no other way out but for Arvind Kejriwal to resign. Of course, we also cannot forget the time when there was a huge controversy between the LG's office and Arvind Kejriwal's office over the fact that the CM was not signing on many critical files. Of course, some supporters of Kejriwal make the point that he doesn't have to be there personally to sign, but he will dictate what decisions have to be taken, what policy matters. But why is it that Aam Aadmi Party is saying this? Why is it that they're saying that he's going to continue as CM? Clearly, just as we are on the threshold of the Lok Sabha election, like any political party, AAP would want to, as much of political mileage it can derive, it would want to on this particular issue. More than that, clearly the party is all centered around Arvind Kejriwal and they want to keep that emotive factor going. But beyond that is the reality. The reality is that who really has it within him or herself, within Aam Aadmi Party, to carry on the momentum with Arvind Kejriwal inside. It's believed that leaders like perhaps Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh were the ones who could galvanize the cadre. Minus all of them and Arvind Kejriwal, is that really possible? So to placate those people in the Aam Aadmi Party, the cadre, and also the supporters of AAP, that Kejriwal is not going to be out anywhere, not out of sight, out of mind, that he's going to be very much along, and the Dilliwalas can be reassured that Kejriwal is going to continue to work for them. This is the kind of narrative which has been pushed by the Aam Aadmi Party. Highly unlikely that the government is going to allow this kind of a concession, and he will have to then eventually step down.